Hey, you guys, how are you? How are you guys? If you're watching this in replay and the live is already done, please say hi. Say hi below. Let me know that you were here. Let me know that you watched this. So this first couple minutes are for you replay viewers. I know, I get it that you can't join live and all the stuff. That's okay. That's okay. Watch what you can in replay when you can. And just know that I'm watching your questions. I'm seeing the struggles that you're having. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here. I'm going to be on here because there's a lot. If you notice the description, there's a lot that we have to talk about. So I don't know how long this one will be. I like to come in and do quick little things with you guys, but there's a lot going on. And I kind of want to, I've been trying to wrap my brain around how best to help you through all of this. So that's what we're going to do today. Hi, Charles. How are you? Don't forget to say hi, you guys. Hi, Misty. It's still early morning for me. Good afternoon to you. Good morning for me. It's not early morning. It's 9:37, so you must be on the East Coast. Okay, you guys. So much going on. I know some of you are discouraged. Some of you are panicking a little bit about ad spend. Some of you are frustrated with your page reach. Some of you are ready to throw in the towel. Some of you are just like, argh. So let's talk about some of this because there's so much. I mean, I have so many avenues that I could go down in thought and mindset and action, etc. But one thing I really wanted to make you guys aware, we're going to talk about each one of those, and I'm going to give you some tools and not like physical, you buy tools, but like I'm going to give you some tools to help get you past through or get you over humps and get you through things and give you some knowledge to arm yourselves with through all of this. So energy, have you ever heard the phrase that where attention goes, energy flows? So I put in the description of this that energy goes where attention flows. So if we're focusing on, if you as an individual are focusing on the stress of ad spend or the stress of not getting reach or things like that, here's the thing: when you focus on that negative, I don't like to use this word because I don't believe it just happens. It's the word manifest. Manifest takes action. But when we focus on something, we tend to see it everywhere, and then our body responds to that, whether it's positive or negative. So when we're focusing on the negative, when we're focusing on that negative stuff, we're going to respond to it through stress, through high cortisol, through lack of sleep, through panic, through starting to look outside of what we're doing for another solution to get rid of those tense feelings. So it's not actually to find another solution we think it is, but it's actually to get rid of the negative feelings that are associated with what's going on. So let's talk a lot about a lot of this. Hi, Rick. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Misty. Hi, Amanda. You guys are awesome. So first of all, if any of you guys who are watching right now, if you're willing to raise your hand and let me know, are you one of the people that are feeling either discouraged or panicked about the ad spend or frustrated with your page reach? Like, are you actually feeling that way? Or maybe you I'm a little bit irritated with my page reach, but I know the solution, so I'm doing it. I want to know, those of you, if you're willing to share, if you're the ones who are really feeling that way. And I want you to reflect a little bit. Are you that way in everything that doesn't go according to a plan that you lay out? So thank you, Amanda. I want you to really think about that, because so much of the time we bring in habits that we've created into whatever we're doing, which is why we end up panicking, which is why we end up feeling discouraged, which is why we end up getting frustrated. Those aren't wrong feelings. None of those are wrong. None of those are wrong things. But what we have to look at is this a habit of ours? Do we habitually panic? Do we habitually react in a way that causes us to take immediate reaction action, or not in good ways? And this is meaning this is why a lot of us fall under the shiny object syndrome spell, SOSS, syndrome spell. This is why we do that, because we panic or we get frustrated or we put something into play and we think we're done. And so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in there, but let me see. You guys are high. Yeah. Amanda Discouraged. Thank you for sharing, Amanda, because you are not the only one. Don't forget about reach. But my spend since I'm doing is higher than normal. Yes. My ideas don't meet my expectations. I second guess myself. Oh, Amanda, I could totally do another video on what I've been going through with that. When I don't meet my expectations, I second guess myself, second, third guess, fourth guess, like, oh my gosh, totally understand that. Hi, Brian. Good to see you. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. Some of it's like, I'm trying to teach you guys ways to leverage Facebook that balance out your time and your money. So there are, so with that said, you could throw a lot of money behind Facebook. We're talking $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 per month. You could throw a lot of money behind that and not really put your time. You could pay for posting, you could pay for ads. And here's what you'll be doing. You will be constantly having to put more money into it over time. I'm just going to tell you up right now, everyone's going to have to put more money into Facebook over time because Facebook is getting more expensive. There's more competition. However, let's take it from that extreme expense. Okay. $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 a month just for your ads. That's not including ad experts, posts, etc. So just for your ads. And you will be constantly having to outspend every other cost doing that. On the other extreme is you have really no money, so you can invest time. But here's the thing with that. I mean, it's not but, you can invest time. What I have found is that most agents aren't willing to invest the amount of time. So like beyond what you're doing, we're talking 6 hours a day, time you would need to invest. And they're not willing to invest the exposure of themselves. What do I mean by that? So there's two extremes. There's throw money at it, right? And then there's throw time at it. But in order to get the time to work, like your posts to work, et cetera, you have to put in live streams. Facebook wants live streams. Facebook wants video. They want things that are uniquely created by you. They want that pushed out there. That's a lot of time. You basically become a media company. So there's a nice happy middle in here. But with that said, you're always going to really move forward. You need both of those, I don't know, airplane jet engines. You need both of them going to move you forward. If you've got just one going, let's just say the money one over here, it's going to push you this way. It's going to cost you more and more and more to run it. It's going to wear it out faster. You're just running one engine. It's going to wear it out faster rather than two. It's also going to be a lot harder to stay on course to keep moving forward. Same with the time. You're going to have to adjust so crazy with the algorithm, and you're going to have to invest a lot of time, a lot of live streams, a lot of energy into it. Guys, what I have to do for our business, for leads and leverage, I have to be on live 3 to 6 times a week, period. That's what I have to do. And when I'm not, I see my reach nosedive. That includes running ads, running post engagement ads. That includes running viral post ads. That includes running page like ads. That includes running opt-in ads. I'm doing all of that. But every time I back off on what to you guys would be local and relational stuff, which would be my live streams, every single time my costs go up, my reach goes down. That's Facebook. That's the way it is. So what you have to do is you've got to put both into it. So, and here's where it is. One of the things that I've learned over the years that I used to think that, if I just set this up, like if I just set this ad up, or I just set this funnel up, like an ad and a landing page and whatever. If I just set that up, then I'm good to go. Now, in the beginning, I could set stuff up and I could get away with letting it run for a year or two. Like Really, that was 5 years ago. I could let it run for a year or two. And then it started getting about 6 months. Now I'm finding it's about 6 weeks. So why? So in other words, when I set up an ad to work, I find that it tends to run about 6 weeks. When it's an opt-in ad, I can run it about 6 weeks, and then my costs start getting not prohibitive, but way more, double, triple what they were initially for my ads. So same with post engagement ads, like everything is that way. And what I'm finding is that there's all kinds of different reasons why, but it's because Facebook's looking for new creative content. They want new. They want to own the video world. If you guys have seen the Watch Now or Facebook Watch or whatever it is, where you can actually like watch shows that people create on Facebook, that's the wave of their future. That's where they're going. So the way to, number one, increase your reach, reduce your ad spend hugely, is to do a lot of live streams, a lot of videos. And I know for most of you, that gives you a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach. And I know this isn't like a motivational for the discouraged part or the panicking part, but here's the thing. You're running a business. And if you're panicking about ad spend, or if you're panicking about spend, I want you to step back a second. And I want you to think of it like this. One of the reasons that I notice my ad spend on Facebook is because it's right in my face. Every single day, I spend X amount. You spent this amount on ads today. Every few days or however long, wherever your ad budget is, I get a bill or I get a charge for it. And I see it. It's in my face. What I don't see and what's not in my face that I actually spend more on, especially as a real estate agent, was the tickets to the events I'm going to for networking, the lunches out with people, the coffees out with people, the random open house ads, the balloons for my open house stuff, the what else? What other things do we spend, but they're not like a line item budget per se. They're not something that's coming actively out of our accounts. And so we're aware of what we're spending on our Facebook ads. That's a good thing. We need to be aware of that. But we panic and react to those rather than looking at the whole of what we're doing. So there's that element to it. I'm trying to share with you all of my thoughts on this, not just thoughts like opinion, but like thoughts like comparison, etc. A lot of times we'll find out it's a simple tweak. So I know Amanda is in the Facebook ad. See, Amanda said, it's like, what the heck? How is this not working? This should be working. I think it's hard when the learning of the tech takes time, and then crickets. Oh yeah. Okay. So Amanda, so yes, I totally understand, Amanda. You're correct, because you're basically learning a foreign language, and you have to eat. And so you're trying to figure out how to ask people to feed you, like in this foreign language, etc. How to go grocery shopping, all this stuff. You're learning, you're immersing yourself in something new. Absolutely. Totally get it. Which is why there are companies out there that charge, like there's a company that I want to hire, but it's not in the cards right now, but I want to hire this company, and their charge for me to do my Facebook ads is $3,500 a month. That is not for ad spend. That is just for them to do their ads, to do my ads. That's how intense Facebook ads are. And that's not even inexpensive. I know the person, I know his company, I know his results on it. And, it's really interesting because it's just to have them do it for me is $3,500. So you're learning a lot. So think of it like that. You're learning what people have invested years and hundreds and thousands of hours into understanding different markets and nuances, et cetera, which is why when somebody comes along and says that they're going to do your ads for $500 a month plus ad spend or whatever, don't trust them, because they don't know your market. They don't know you. They don't know what you need to do. So let's go back to this. Yes, when you're learning of the tech takes time, Absolutely. It's hard and you're implementing this. But here's what I have found too is sometimes I'll do stuff fast. I'm not saying that you do, but sometimes I'll do it and I think I got it and then it doesn't work. But then I see it working for other people. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's wrong with this? But this is so much of this stuff, guys. Here's the key piece of this. The key piece of why I'm on here with you guys right now is that if you're allowing yourself to stay in that area of discouragement, stay in that area or that mindset of panicking and reacting through panic, that stay in that mindset of frustration, if you're allowing yourselves to stay there, that is a habit that you've created through your life. And everything we do is a habit. Like our days are made up of continuous habits, everything. And most of the habits that we have, we didn't intentionally create. They just came about, came about through our life and how we do things and how we think and how we process. So my key here is that I want you to consciously, instead of focusing on the discouraged, the panicking, the frustrated, you have to seek out not a brand new shiny object, but it's okay, if this is working for that person, where am I doing it wrong? Not panicking about it, but looking about where am I doing it wrong, reassessing, figuring out not brand new things, guys. We're not looking for brand new lead ads. We're not looking for messenger bot ads. A lot of you are like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'll go do messenger bot because somebody comes in and says, oh, messenger bots are awesome. Guys, if you don't have the basics down, the messenger bots are going to be the same headache for you that the basics are. The same headache. Because messenger bots, there's a whole lot of opinions on how they work and don't work, but they also, if you don't understand how to do everything in a relational format and totally follow Facebook's terms of service, messenger bots are shutting down ad accounts and pages and the personal profiles that are attached to those pages, more so than running an ad by mistake that you don't understand. So they're a toy that can be very, very dangerous. They can be good as far as bringing in business, but they're not better. They're not better than, I'm just going to tell you that. There's something that you add on to. Anyway, discouraged, panic, frustrated with your page reach, etc. This is where you have to go, okay, being honest with yourself. Am I actually doing everything I'm supposed to? Because I've seen a lot of conversations where somebody will say, I'm frustrated with my reach. I'm doing 8 to 10 posts a day. Well, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be doing 4 to 6. And they're like, I'm doing 4 to 6 posts a day. Or I'm doing 6 posts a day. It's all the stuff you give me. All right. How much of it is local? I put in something once in a while. No, a minimum of 2 posts a day are supposed to be local. Or somebody will be like, I'm only posting once or twice a day. Again, 4 to 6 and a minimum of 2 posts should be local content. The other piece that you should be doing with this is you need to be watching what people are responding to. There's 2 things that on your Facebook insights, your page insights that people look at. That you need to look at. The first one is the actual reach of that specific post. That's what Facebook decides to push out. Now, Facebook is fickle. Facebook will sometimes push out stuff because they like the type of post it is, or there's some keywords in the post that they like, so they'll push it out. But the people who look at your stuff won't actually engage all that much in comparison with the big, huge reach, okay? The other side of this is that you'll put a post up that Facebook doesn't really push out, but you know that your people like it because you've got a lot of engagement on it. Here's where you have to make your choices. You have to have a balance of those. So if you see posts in your insights that Facebook's not pushing out, but people are engaging with, you want to keep putting posts like that up there. You want to look at what people are engaging with, okay? And then also you want to look at what Facebook's pushing out. So you want that balance, which is why I've taught you guys about viral posts, etc. And that's why I've done that. The other piece to this is, where else are you involved in Facebook? Like, are you actually using Facebook as an extension of you? Are you using it as a way to engage with more people? Are you in local groups? And not to spam your crap at them. That's not the goal of this. Are you in groups to get to know people? Are you in groups to be involved in the community? You need to be present in those groups, not so you can share all your stuff to the groups. You'll be able to do that, but also you have to be present. You have to be everywhere. It's our way of getting you exposure. I hate that word, but it's our way of getting you exposure and getting you in other places. Okay. So I don't know. I wrote all kinds of notes on the today's, and I was kind of all over the place, and I don't know if this actually has helped any of you guys. Let me know if there's like something you need clarity on, or like you'd like me to dive a little bit deeper on a piece of this right now, or yeah, that kind of gave you a little bit to think about, or just kind of let me know in the comments. This is this very planned today. However, I really kind of have this nebulous stuff going on and on how best to help you guys with this. So because it's all mindset, you guys, it's all mindset and habits, and I'm trying to figure out where to get through on the right path for you to help you overcome it. So I know Rick said feeling pretty good, just waiting to get more budget freedom to increase post engagement ads to build reach. I know my reach is pretty good for the budget I have at the moment. That's perfect. Amanda said frustrated. Hi, Jessica. Amanda, so like live streams, here's the thing with live streams and videos, and I think that's what you're asking about. Live streams and videos, you really need to focus on consistency first. So your posts, you guys that are going on your page, they need to be consistent. They need to be 4 to 6 every day. They need to be spread out about 4 hours a day. And you need to be consistent, and you need to consistently put up what people are looking for. Local stuff, local photos, local videos, etc. That is the absolute key, is the consistency. Okay. The next key is the creativity, like you create it. So when I say live streams, you want to build up to this, but commit to 1 day a week. Commit to, every Tuesday at noon, you go to a local restaurant or a local eatery and have lunch, and you share the details about it. Make something fit into your schedule. Don't add a new task to yourself, but get something to fit into your schedule that's about your area, that will get people to consistently want to be watching what you're doing, engage with what you're doing, etc. Make it shareable. So when you're doing those kind of live streams, they're shareable. Here's the thing I have found. There are a couple of things on the leads and leverage page that you guys like the best. So the irony in this is not lost on me, but the number one thing that you guys like the best are my Stitch Fix unboxings. So if you don't know what Stitch Fix is, it's out on my page. But seriously, those are my Stitch Fix unboxings. It's like you guys need a break from business or something. And so that's what you like the best. So it's totally unrelated to business, except that I am using leverage to dress myself. So I'm teaching you guys an element of leverage that isn't a lead generation. So that's the number one. The other one that you guys really like is when I get on and I rant. So everything else is okay, but those two are the big, huge things that are out there. And I could rant against the industry. I could rant against vendors. I could rant against like agents who think a certain way or act a certain way or demand a certain thing. Any one of those two things, my clothing box unboxings and rants. Everything else is kind of moderate. So it's really interesting what you guys actually like. You need to do videos and see what people like, but you have to make it work with your schedule. So for example, early last week, I got an Amazon Prime wardrobe and I got a Stitch Fix box. And I chose not to unbox them on camera. I just wanted to get them done and get them out. I wasn't going to be able to unbox them for several days, and I don't like stuff hanging around. So I did not do that. I should have, but I didn't. And so it didn't work with my schedule to do it. So I didn't do it. But you've got to set up some sort of continuity. Like I didn't have a live stream for a whole week. That's not good. That's not good because my reach just tanked in that week. And it's harder to move back up than to sustain. So just be aware of that. Hopefully that helped answer your question a little bit, Amanda. You need to be consistent, and it needs to be a minimum of once a week, ideally 3 to 5 times a week. But here's the thing. Start with once a week. Stop panicking about the rest. Just start with that because Facebook's going to see that and see that consistent growth. Use it at the same time every week. Do something. I mean, an example like what I said was going to a restaurant every week and profiling the restaurant, or going to a store. I know Kelly does businesses like local businesses, etc. You can do all kinds of things. You can go interview experts. You can do every single week interview a new expert and about all kinds of different things. But here's the thing. You really want to make sure you throw some personal stuff in there. You want personal stuff in there. So that's why the Stitch Fix works, because it is personal, but it's also a little bit of business. That's why something like going to a restaurant, like if you go to a restaurant or a coffee shop or show your favorite coffee haunts, or say you have kids in Little League and every time they have a game, you're the food mom or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but where you show where you get the food, show that they're doing the Little League stuff. I mean, like all this local stuff, talk about the fields and the different sports facilities and things like that. So there's all kinds of different things you can do based around your lifestyle that will work for your page. Rick said, I spent so much on, yeah, right. I spent so much on lead generation before. Realtor, Realtor.com, Zillow. Happy to take control myself. I just watched the ROI as compared to leads from those others. I must do videos, and that's the biggest head block I have. Yes, you must do videos. That's pretty much everybody must do videos. That's the way Facebook is going, and we're going to be having Jennifer Alwood coming in the next week or two. I'm firming up a date with her, and we're going to have her share. It's a bonus for you guys. That she's like the Facebook Live queen, and she's going to give you guys ideas on how to do Facebook Lives, how to structure them, how to topic ideas, etc. Hi, Jackie. I hope that helped, Amanda. You're not the only one feeling that way and frustrated with that at all. Hi, Debbie. So you guys, this was kind of a not a super detailed structured, I don't know, whatever. Not a show, live stream. Let me know your confusion, thoughts. What do you need more help with when it comes to all of this? As far as, especially when so much of it is here, it really is. I mean, I realize that the fact that you're not getting reach for some of you is not here, but how you're dealing with it and processing it is there. So, yeah, anyway. So I don't even know if this helped you guys or not. I'm still got a lot I'm trying to, wrap my head around to make clear for you. So that's still going on. But I wanted to hop on here even before I was done with that. I didn't want you to wait for that. And I don't even know if this helps. So let me know in any way you can. Brian says, is there an ideal video length? So it depends on the kind of video you're doing, Brian. If you're doing a live stream, it needs to be at least 15 minutes long, no longer than about 45 minutes. If you're doing a pre-recorded video where you're going to upload it, depending on how you're going to use it, 1 minute to 1.5 minutes is ideal. However, 6 and 8 minute ones are working really well too. The longer pre-recorded ones are not working as well on Facebook as they do on YouTube. So yeah, how's that for a nice, ambiguous, not black and white answer? For you. So yeah, anyway, if you have any other questions, guys, let me know in the comments. I'll come back and check this. I'm going to end this. I'm doing a live stream out on the leads and leverage page. And it's basically, you don't need to go. I'm really just talking about personal profiles versus Facebook business pages and which one works better for real estate lead generation. You are welcome to come. It's at 10:30. And I'm giving away the Facebook page setup checklist on that post. Go ahead and ask for it. It helps. That helps my engagement. If you guys go ahead and ask for it on that post and help me out there, awesome. Come with questions. All that engagement helps, but just know you don't have to. You do not have to spend your time on every single video. I'd rather you spend your time on anything that's going on inside the group than out on the page. That makes sense for your business and your sanity. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. You are an amazing, amazing people. You're amazing agents. Every one of us has struggles. Multiple struggles. Every one of us has things we're overcoming. Every one of us gets discouraged in some way. Every one of us needs to be a hermit every once in a while. That would be me. The last 10 days, I was literally like, I was in hermit status. I was exhausted. I think there's just too much had happened. And it wasn't even that I was exhausted. I was just like, could not be around people. Like, didn't want to go to anything, didn't want to go anywhere, didn't even want to get on camera because it requires a different energy from me to be on camera with you guys, and different that I don't have a problem with normally. But when I'm in like hermit mode and recovering, I guess it's very different. So I'm an introvert. That's the way it is. So it's one of the side effects, I guess, is needing time to be a hermit. So you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And I will talk to you soon.